stars, or good afternoon, or good evening, or whatever time it is when you're watching this. I'm just here sitting at the beach. Woo-hoo! Just kidding. I'm at home. I am outside today. It is a beautiful day in Nashville, and I'm so excited that it is not raining today because, like Giovanni mentioned in our Zoom the other day, it has been raining all the time. And so I, for one, am super grateful that it has stopped raining and the sun is out. So let's keep our fingers crossed that it keeps being sunny. Marvelous Monday. I'm so glad that we got to connect to you all via Zoom last week, and I am looking forward to seeing you all this afternoon, and I hope that y'all continue to show up in the morning and in the afternoon for our Zoom sessions, because it's going to be super fun. So today we're reading Rosie Revere, Engineer, and this book is awesome. And if you actually log on to getepic.com, which is a website we use in class, you can actually read. There is a companion book to this one, and it tells you how to make things with supplies you have at home. So log on to Get Epic and read that book. And if you don't know how to log on to Get Epic, let me know, and I will help you. All right, so let's get started. I already took the cover off because y'all know that gives me trouble. Look at how beautiful the regular book is. So Rosie Revere, Engineer. This is written by Andrea Beatty, and it's illustrated by David Roberts. This is the story of Rosie Revere, who dreamed of becoming a great engineer. In Lila Greer's classroom at Blue River Creek, young Rosie sat shyly, not daring to speak. What are some words we can use to describe her? But no one saw her. She peeked in the trash for treasures to add to her engineer's stash. Late at night, Rosie rolled up her sleeves and built in her hideaway under the eaves. Alone in her attic, the moon high above, dear Rosie made gadgets and gizmos she loved. And when she grew sleepy, she hid her machines far under their bed where they'd never be seen. When Rosie was young, she had not been so shy. She worked with her hair swooping over one eye, and made fine inventions for uncles and aunts, a hot dog dispenser, and helium pants. She used to not be shy. I wonder what happened. The uncle she loved most was Zookeeper Fred. She made him a hat to keep snakes off his head, from parts of a fan and some cheddar cheese spray, which everyone knows keeps snakes away. Did y'all know that? Cheddar cheese keeps snakes away. And when it was finished, young Rosie was proud. But Fred slapped his knee and he chuckled out loud. He laughed till he wheezed and his eyes filled with tears, all to the horror of Rosie Revere, who stood there embarrassed, perplexed, and dismayed. She looked at the cheese hat and then looked away.
I love it,
Fred hooted.
Oh, truly I do.
But Rosie Revere knew that could not be true. She stuck the cheese hat on the back of her shelf, and after that day, kept her dreams to herself. So why did she stop sharing? And that's how it went until one autumn day, her oldest relation showed up for a stay. Her great-great-aunt Rose was a true dynamo who worked building airplanes a long time ago. She told Rosie tales of the things she had done and goals she had checked off her list, one by one. She gave a sad smile as she looked to the sky. The only thrill left on my list is to fly. But time never lingers as long as it seems. I'll chalk that one up to an old lady's dream. That night, as Rosie lay wide-eyed in bed, a daring idea crept into her head. Could she build a gizmo to help her aunt fly? She looked at the cheese hat and said, "Not I." But questions are tricky and some hold on tight, and this one kept Rosie awake through the night. So when dawn approached and red streaks lit the sky, young Rosie knew just how to make her aunt fly. She worked till half the day was gone, then hauled her cheesecopter out onto the lawn to give her invention a test just to see the ridiculous flop it might turn out to be. So does it sound like she's believing in herself? Strapped into the cockpit, she flipped on the switch. The Helio cheesecopter sputtered and twitched. It floated a moment and whirled round and round, then froze for a heartbeat and crashed to the ground. Did it work? Then Rosie heard laughing and turned round to see the old woman laughing and slapping her knee. She laughed till she wheezed and her eyes filled with tears, all to the horror of Rosie Revere, who thought, "Oh no, never, not ever again will I ever try to build something to sputter or spin, or build with a lever or a switch or a gear, and never will I be a great engineer." She turned round to leave, then great-great-aunt Rose grabbed hold of young Rosie and pulled her in close, and hugged her and kissed her and started to cry.
"You did it! Hooray! It's the perfect first try. This great flop is over. It's time for the next."
Young Rosie was baffled, embarrassed, perplexed. "You failed," said dear Rosie. "It's just made of trash. Didn't you see it? The cheesecopter crashed." "Yes," said her great aunt, "it crashed. This is true. But first, it did just what it needed to do." "Before it crashed, Rosie? Before that? It flew!"
"Your brilliant first flop was a raging success. Come on, let's get busy and on to the next."
She handed a notebook to Rosie Revere, who smiled at her aunt as it all became clear. Life must have its failures, but that was not it. The only true failure can come if you quit. Almost dropped the book. I didn't give up though, I grabbed it. They worked till the sun sneaked away to its bed. Aunt Rose tied her scarf on round Rosie's head and sent her to sleep with a smile ear to ear, to dream the bold dreams of a great engineer. At Blue River Creek, all the kids in grade 2, she's only in grade 2, build gizmos and gadgets and doohickeys too. With each perfect failure, they all stand and cheer, but none quite as proudly as Rosie Revere. The end. What do you think the theme of this story is? Remember, the theme is the message. What do you think this book is trying to teach us? challenge for today is to send me a remind message or send me a OneDrive document telling me what the theme is. What do you think this book is trying to teach us? Is it trying to teach us to be friends with one another? Is it trying to teach us to be kind to nature? What is the theme of this book? See if you can figure it out. I hope that you guys have a fantastic Monday. I look forward to seeing you at 2:30 on our Closing Circle Zoom meeting. Love you, miss you. See you soon.